Om Namaskar. Hey Janardana. Ananya Dance has given a comment to my previous video. A very interesting comment. Beautiful family we are, she says. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Okay. Guruji, I have been pondering about some observed and learnt actions on movement, geometry, symmetry and alignment while participating in your programs along these years. If you could please share some words on clockwise and anti-clockwise movement, our behavior and our posture. I have somehow experienced and sensed the basics, but I also sense there is a deeper and sacred knowledge behind all this and so eager to learn. Very excellent. Very nice to hear this from you, Ananya. Great. Okay. Geometry, symmetry. Yeah, there are some geometrical, mathematical calculations if you have to do in case you are a prayogi. Of course, you are a dancer. Okay. And when we look at you, we look at only the dance. We don't look at you. We look through you, we find the dance with you. When the wonderful ballet you teach or when you dance, it is very beautiful to see. That's the wonder. Of course, every dance, every school of art has got some prescribed rules. You must be following all that. Incidentally, Prayoga also has a set of rules. But here, the problem is only very simple. Suppose there you dance, it is already formatted in a particular way. Okay. It is formatted in a particular way. You know very well this is the step and next step and next step and next step. Of course, the basics may look somewhat similar. But here, what is being done in Tantra Nritya? It's called Tantra Nrityam. When we do Prayoga, we may have to sometimes perform something called Tantra Nrityam. It's a dance. Nrityam means dance. But here, Prayoga says that this is a celestial dance. It's a cosmic dance, they say. Okay. The aksharas around us communicate to you in a particular way and you have to reply back in a particular way. Sometimes what we will do, we may have to see the environment. Some bird will be chirping or whatever it is, sounding, whatever. Or some animal will be shouting. Or some two people will be talking and you will be able to hear it. So the nature, when all these things happen, it is conveying something. Okay. Everything that happens in the nature is for a cause. Yeah, and if I can decipher the cause, I become Bhagavan. That is impossible. It can never happen. Probably with his blessings, we can be with him, we can merge with him. All these things are there. I am not going into all that. Here, in Tantra, there are different poses. Sometimes when we dance, there will be a clockwise movement. Sometimes it will be an anti-clockwise movement. Normally we call clockwise as Savyam and anti-clockwise as Apasavyam. Going around and round and round is, it seems it gives a lot of energy. That's why planets are going round the sun itself is going round many things, and the many things are going around, many things like this we see in the, if you see a little bit on the telescope, you will be able to understand that. Of course, you must have some very powerful telescope to see everything, which astronomers do, astrophysicists do. Everything in the nature looks like it is all going in consonance with one another when you observe. Please remember one thing. They simply observe the discipline to the core. In nature, whatever forces have been there, which have emanated from the universal consciousness, whom we call as Janardana, Prayoga Narsimha, that particular source of energy, universal consciousness, from which everything has emanated, everything has come, everything, all the things have come. Certain energy points, they respond to sound waves. Certain energy points respond to light waves. Okay. Sound and light are the two things. Okay. Since we are more into Vedic studies, and normally people, practitioners like Prayogis or any other religious person who does a good work using the Vedas for the benefit of human mankind and for the world, environment, whatever it is, that person, mostly we recite sound, from sound, Om, Akara, Ukara, Makara. So, Om, we say no. Most of us say Om. Okay. Okay. That sound, it is through sound. So, in the cosmos, sound can travel. Probably you cannot hear it. Or a deafening silence may carry a sound. We have to ask the astronauts. They will say, what kind of sound is there in this space? There are some various kinds of sounds at various points, which all responds to the sounds which are produced by a prayogi or even by people who have learnt well Vedas, recite Vedas in the way in which it has to be recited. Okay. Yesterday somebody was asking me a question. What is the big difference between normally praising the God and saying Vedas? Praising the God is stotras. You stand there and you say, you are very beautiful, you are highly compassionate, you are you are a source of kindness. We praise the Lord, praise Bhagavan. If you praise Bhagavan, you can raise to Bhagavan. So we praise Bhagavan when we go near the Garbhagudi. They may not allow us inside, but outside chamber we will be standing, seeing the Bhagavan, and we will be praising him. Then when you come round and come near the Jwajastambha, there you will prostrate the Jwajastambham and Balipitam, and you will tender all your desires. What desires you have. Okay. So like this, force of nature responds to sound and light. Okay. They speak through sound or they speak back through light. There are some sounds which are audible, there are some sounds which are not audible. Okay, science says there are so many waves, this, that, radio waves. I don't know anything about this. Just superficial knowledge. Okay. So these sounds have a great impact. This light has a great impact. Light and sound both have a great impact. That's why sometimes I have to see the Homakundam, I have to see the fire, I have to see the Agni Lakshanam. From the Agni Lakshanam, you will know what is the Akshara. Generally what people do home. I'll tell you something. Okay. Any fire, continuously if you take a video, you may not be able to see what is what. Okay. But when you take a photograph, it is just one instant, one particular instant of showing what is what. In that sometimes you can see the face of a lion, sometimes you can see a very beautiful deity like Mahalakshmi holding flowers. We have seen in one of our yajnas. You can see Nrsimha, you can see Bhairava, like that, different kinds of faces you can see. Of course, Lord obliges you in order to give you confidence that He is very much there. Whatever pujas you are doing, whatever punaskaras you are doing, whatever reverence you are showing to Him, with all that kindness and compassion, when you do it, Bhagavan Himself comes. So, coming back to our topic, circulation has got certain things. When you go anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise, they have. Every religion has got all this. And Hinduism is an age-old religion, okay, where they always believed that when you go clockwise, that is Samyam, they said, it is winding and it's a spiral. Spiral, it goes up like that. It's not just, it's a three-dimensional spiral. As you go round and round and round Bhagavan, just one simple step I am saying. There are various things, thousands we can. The energy increases. For example, in science you say no doubt, we need not take science. Because this is before science itself they have said. Science came subsequently. Is it not? We say atom, proton is there, neutron is there, electron is there. Okay, it goes round, electron keeps going round. The nucleus. So the nucleus here gains more strength. And it distributes that strength once again back to the person who is going round. For example, in Brahmotsavam Mandal, you can see the Utsava Murti going round the Mula Virat. Why Utsava Murti should go round his own Mula Virat? Utsava Murti is you, Jivatma. Paramatma is the Mula Virat. So the Jivatma goes around Paramatma. Finally it wants to merge. It has to break the atom, go inside, merge, meet, mix, mingle, merge. 4 M's. Okay. So somewhere that is going to happen. It's called circumambulation. It goes on and goes on. A lot of energy is created. Okay. Energy not only for the deity, energy for you also. Okay. This is almost in all religious practice. In some practices they will go anti-clockwise. Okay. They believe in that. Okay. Bhagavan has given them an opportunity in that avatar of them to do like that. For you it is like that. So no comparison. But ours is age old. It started with this. Okay. So circulation gives some energy. So in the dance, when you dance, just like a normal dance, when you dance, it gives you a lot of energy. You may become tired. That is because of physique and probably food and so many things. But the heart will bloom. Okay. In Tantra, various steps we do. We will see the Agni and do, we will see the nature and do. There is a particular way of communicating with an Akshara. There is a particular way of visualizing the Akshara. These things to learn. You should have been a disciple, ready, and the master would have arrived at the age of 8 years itself. Of course, this is something totally different out of blue, Prayoga. Okay. It has got something, a calculation which you cannot understand. The deeper meaning and connect what you say, Ananya, you will get, provided you are in total meditation when the Tantra Nrityam is performed. Instead of seeing it through the external eye, see through the inner eye, consciousness, awareness. Then you can understand exactly what is the communication that is happening between the Prayogi and various elements of nature. Okay. Bhagavan has created different tiers. See, if you are in an organization, there will be always a tier, a triangular one, where chairman is at the top and the employees coming down. Coming down employees at different levels, different status, different designation, different responsibilities. Okay. Is it not? Like that, Bhagavan created a lot of Parivara Devatas to give them work, to protect this environment, to protect the entire Jagat, universe, multiverse, all the things. And finally, because these things are emanated from the universal consciousness, whom we address as affectively, affectionately, we address as Janardana, Prayoga Narsumha. Different people address it different ways. Ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. So, there is nothing here to learn, Ananya. I can't teach you anything. I'm just telling you somewhere here and there like A, B. Okay. But there is a possibility, because you sit in meditation. I have seen you meditating. Not like others, but you really meditate. Okay. So if you can reach a particular level, then you will know the design. But at the point of time of knowing the design, you will be a very mature person. Already you are mature. There is no doubt about it. Okay. The conviction, determination, the courage, the love, the compassion, what I see in you is an example to be imbibed by all. Of course, there are many like you also. Okay. So it is not so easy. Once, suppose the climate changes, the dance will change. One step will change. You will keep one step. The right leg, climate will change. Immediately the right leg should be lifted in a particular way. The climate has changed. It was totally hot. Suddenly there were clouds. Now your actions will change. It is real time. As things happen around you, the steps will change. That is why to learn this, first we have to know about more the cosmos and the environment. The cosmos and the environment needs to be understood, needs to be known much better for us to reach a stage where we will be able to learn something out of it. So first thing is witnessing. Can we witness everything that happens if you really want to learn? Witnessing is just witnessing, whoever it is. Okay. Howsoever close one person may be to you in relationship or friendship. Can you witness a particular act? Will you not allow that particular act to bring a reaction in you? Most of the time, the problem is not because of the particular person acting. It is more because of the reaction towards the action. That doesn't mean that I approve the action in the first place. Maybe if it is good, we approve. If it is otherwise, definitely we will reject. We are not here to accept anything and everything. We belong to Sanatana Dharma. We know very well. We belong to this Bharata Desha. We are absolutely old people. Absolutely old, very old, age old, from which the entire genesis has happened because of us. Okay, that is Bhagavan's will, mercy and grace. Okay. First of all, jealousy, greed, ego, all these things should not be there. Of course, it is not there for you. You are a right candidate for that. Very nice, good one. Next, let me go Manisha Singh. She has written a very big note. Let me see what she writes. It's very big. Namaskaram Guruji, your message deeply moved me and made me reflect on subtle ways we relate to one another. It reminds me to be mindful of what I ask others and how I respond when questions are directed at me. I realize that how we handle such moments is often not about reacting, but about choosing awareness. At times when someone asks me something, a thought arises in my mind. Why would they ask that? What is the intention behind it? Then I pause, wonder, perhaps when I ask questions, others may silently question my intentions too. This awareness humbles me. I am slowly learning to sense whether a question comes from genuine concern or simple curiosity. And more importantly, I am learning that not every question needs a reaction. Sometimes the wisest response is a gentle smile and strength to move forward without disturbance. I have also experienced people distancing themselves without reason, only to later approach me as though they deeply care. Earlier this would confuse or hurt me, but with your blessings and grace, I have begun to see these connections differently. Perhaps every relationship serves a cosmic purpose. What that purpose is fulfilled, it naturally dissolves. Maybe it's God's quiet way of saying this chapter is complete. There are moments when the energy around certain interactions feel insecure and I feel drawn to step back. I notice this has made me more inward, more selective about where I invest my time and heart. In those moments, your words echo within me, one more wicket down. They remind me to accept life changes with detachment and quiet strength. I have also come to feel that greeting someone is simple kindness, but asking a question carries responsibility. A question should arise from genuine care, not from obligation or idle curiosity. True concern speaks from the heart. Anything less feels empty. All is by your grace. Appa, I seek your blessings at your lotus feet always. Manisha Singh, a great girl from US. Okay. What she says is what I wanted to say. I am infringing, Manisha, your copyright. What you said is right. Perfect. Perfect. Up to the point. Dot. Initially you did not know it. How long you can be ignorant? How long? How long anybody can be ignorant? Can you be ignorant always throughout life? Yes, some have a very luxurious life to be ignorant. To be ignorant is a luxury. It's a privilege, not a matter of right. Ignorance always disturbs you. Most of the time you fight because of ignorance. You will not fight. You will not fight if you are not ignorant. If you fight, if you are not ignorant and still if you fight, it will be a genuine cause. It will not be a made-up cause. Some people make a cause. They will suddenly discover something. We don't know. Suddenly they will call you. They will say, how are you? They might not have called you for years, as you rightly said. They might not have. They might not have kept in touch with you. In fact, today morning, about 2 hours back, as I was driving to office, somebody called me. It was an unknown number. Normally, I don't pick up any unknown number. But the prashnam was like that, I should pick it up at that point of time. There was no option given to me. So I picked up. A person whom I know from 70s, 1970, how many years, sir? Somewhere 70s, 50, 55 years. Where I was staying long back. I was staying in a colony. Okay. There used to be one road called P.T. Rajan Salai in Chennai. Those days Madras. Britishers, beautiful Chennai, they named it as Madras. Of course, we have renamed it now. Okay. So, she called. Suddenly somebody from those days. Then, do you remember me? I am so and so, she said. Then I named her husband and called, how is he doing? Oh, you remember his name also? Oh, I remember your name also. Yes, sometimes I do remember names. Sometimes I do remember faces. It's enough if I remember the face. As a prayogi, we don't need your name, address at all. We don't need. Your face is the index. Okay. That's the blueprint. Okay. Which family you are born, what gotra you belong to, who are your forefathers. But still I ask you, today is Amavasya day, somebody may not be able to do Tarpanam. Then I ask you to give me the particulars, because every time you don't do something, you have to request once again giving all the particulars. Okay. Like that we do. Yes. So by seeing the face we come to know. But your ignorance is dispelled and you come to know. Okay. So, you will be able to know whether they are asking the question out of curiosity or concern. Is it curiosity or is it concern? You need not reply questions. Some people know even before question is asked, they will answer. Rightly you said, some questions we need not, just a broad smile. That's enough. The other person doesn't know. We are worried, we are not worried, we won't know. Just smile and go away. No controversies at all. It doesn't spoil the relationship. If you unnecessarily say some argument, it may spoil the relationship. Good, Manisha, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. That's a very good thing. And now you know where to place your emotions, where to place your love. Who is really genuine? Who is really with you? Who had a past connect? Persons who had deep past connect will have that kind of a karma that can never separate them. Okay. If separation happens, it means that past connect was not there. We believe this in Prayoga Shastra. Okay. So that past connect, wherever it is there, the karma bondage will be to that extent. To that extent. It doesn't leave so easily. And there will always be something. Even people who fight on account of past connect is due to karma. This is all there. Okay. So, if you are able to read people right away by seeing the face, then you are a dangerous competitor for me. Very good, Manisha. Too big a post for me to go through every point. I think you would have understood now. Kamalita Rajagopalan writes, Namaskaram Guruji, happy Shivaratri. Will be sure to be courageous and actively comment more. Good. Guruji, if everything comes down to karma, is there nothing that can be done? You are asking this question is also karma. You are being born is karma. You have got a beautiful job as a nurse, that is karma. You do service to the people, karma. You sit in the restaurant, that is karma. Karma means not negative. Fate means not negative. Everything is fate. First of all, remove. Whenever I ask people something, casually I asked long back one gentleman, how did you get your promotion? He said, no, I had worked a lot, I worked like this, I did so much of business, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Next promotion, he didn't get it. I asked him, why you didn't get it? He said, fate. See how selfish we are. When he got promotion, it was more his effort. When he failed, it is fate. So fate is being used only for a negative sense. Fate is fate. Anything you do, anything you face in life is fate. Now Kamalita, now tell me, what are you going to do? Every action of yours is premeditated. Every action has, or reaction, has a link with the past bondage. Sometimes we start a new karma, that is also there. Is there nothing can be done? It feels depressing to know even if all factors line together to bless a marriage, including the Guru himself, yet karma can lead to that marriage being cut short. See, you are not understanding something. Manisha, what did she say? Manisha said one statement, I think you are aware of it. I will read out that particular statement, just that statement alone. Okay. Perhaps every relationship serves with a cosmic purpose. When that purpose is fulfilled, it is naturally dissolves. Maybe it is God's quiet way of saying this chapter is complete. Okay. Where is the question of depression? You tell me, Kamala. Where is the question of depression? Okay. See, you may be serving so many people in the hospital. So many patients may be there. A patient may be moving with you for so many days. He will talk personal things. She will talk personal things. You will talk to them. You will counsel them. You will keep them happy. You will give them whatever medication has to be given. Whatever food has to be given. Such a beautiful service you do. One day the person dies. Runam is over with you. He is gone. You may feel bad at that particular point of time. After 1 year or maybe even 1 month, there may be another 3-4 patients whom you may be concentrating. You can't get stuck up with that patient. Okay. Life is all that. So it should not depress you. You should wholeheartedly accept. When marriage is performed, it works as long as karma is there. Our aim is to remove the karma. That is why we voluntarily accept karma. During the Samprokshanam, what is going to happen at Narsimhavadi in Ahobilam? It starts from April 14th and it will be going till May 3rd. In Narsimhavadi, we are going to have the Samprokshanam. In that, one day, I think 24th or so April, we have Janardana Swami Pitru Aradhana. On that Pitru Aradhana, what you people do? Janardana Swami will be there. Nearby one pit is there. In that pit you put me down and cover me with some grains up to this. Is it? My head alone will be popping out. We recite some mantras, certain things. You are given what? Til, gingerly, til. Black till you are given. You will go round, come round, and you will put that till on my head. What is this? What is this? You are giving all your karma balan to me. You don't want to face anything in life. So every year we do this function because every year you keep accumulating and every year we keep cleaning. This is one way. Another way, when I see people on the roads, I see their face. We have to do some prayogam. When we do somewhere in the forest or in the forest area, some regions which looks like forest. So we do there, or we do deep inside the forest. There are certain practices like Vriksha Bali, where I will be hanging upside down. Okay, sometimes for 72 hours. That is how it is done. Prayoga Shastra is not for slipshots. It is not for those people who are too much attached towards their own philosophy or tradition. Of course, every Shastra has got its own merits. It all has come from Bhagavan. We should not decry anything, first of all. Okay, every Mahan has come after. They have lived a life in that school of thought with Acharyas. So they deliver certain things. You agree with him, you don't agree with him, but don't speak ill about a guru. Okay. So, where is the question of depression? Because you have already concluded that the marriage is going to succeed. Life itself is uncertain. Life itself is temporary. Marriage alone will be permanent. Finally, one has to go early. Most of the cases, very rarely we find both of them going together. Okay. So, is there any permanence in anything? Okay. It is a pseudo-belief. It's a pseudo-belief. The marriage works as long as karma is there. That's why I don't want marriages to break. I try to interfere myself. I am not bothered about moksha at all. Please be very clear about it. We strongly believe in Prayoga Shastra that you only go back to your forefathers. Okay. The forefathers will decide, the Jiva Pitru of the family will decide whether you are eligible to go further. Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvaha, Om Suvaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam. Don't you say 7 lokas? Om Bhu, Bhulokam. Bhuvaha, Swargalokam. Pitrulokam. Suvaha, Swargalokam. Tapaha, Om Bhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Janaha, Tapaha. All these things, 7 lokas. Bhu, already you are here. You will be entering Bhuva. All the other upgradation happens from there only. Prayoga Shastra totally believes that you must go procedurally. It doesn't happen just like that. Because all the elements of nature have been created by Bhagavan. It is Bhagavan who has created everything. That supreme energy of universal consciousness, which created everything, has set certain rules of the game. Otherwise it will be anarchy, irresponsibility. Okay. Bhagavan created you with everything. He put a little bit of love, little bit of hatred, little bit of anger, ego, goodness also, everything, and he shook and he saw the mixture. That is you. Now he looks at you. What is it I have made? You become an experimental product in his laboratory. That is evolution. Every time, nature is evolving. Bhagavan himself is evolving. So, my mother used to say, moksha means moha chayam. If moham is not there, first moham must be there to have chayam. Moha chayam, she will say. So, of course, different people, they have got their own schools of thoughts. Okay. Different schools are there. All roads lead to Rome, Bhagavan, ultimately. Our school believes, I don't want any of you to get away from the normal procedure. It is not possible. Most of the time, do you mean to say that you are reaching Pitraloka? No. Not like that. It's not for granted. But we take it for granted. And furthermore, you say, and if you, as you said, Aksharas, Chandra can call dullness and negative emotions. What can be done to alleviate this? Yes, for Chandra I have told so many things in the past. Verify, find out. Negative emotions, I have already discussed about all this. There are lots of things. There doesn't seem to be an easy solution if I am unable to leave the environment person. Yes, I can understand. Additionally, even co-workers, just 1% stress or negativity proves to be infectious, spreading like wildfire. Yes, that happens. Positivity is also contagious. Negativity is also contagious. By being positive, you may not gain much, but being negative, you will lose a lot. Please remember. Optimism will help you to survive in this life and to look future ahead more optimistically and accept things as they come and work for it. Pessimism, it will pull you down. It's just like a car. Optimism means it's like the accelerator. You have to keep on accelerating. There is no way out. To be positive is to keep on pumping positive energy. That only you will be positive. Negativity is just like brake. Remove the leg from the accelerator and just put your leg on the brake pedal. That's all. It reduces the speed and it stops there. Negativity is just an instant. It will inertia. It will make you stop. Okay. So if you want to be positive, you have to drive yourself with that positivity. Don't think something you have not achieved. That is the end of life. That is the problem. And dullness of the colleagues naturally affects, because it will affect the environment, it will affect the aksharas. Bad actors will come into play, they will also enter your mind. That is why we say the place must be clean. Okay. When you do service, do it dispassionately. Okay. But normally I find people saying, I am very attached, I am very passionate to my employment. Yes, there is nothing wrong in being very passionate to employment. When you employ it on others, you must be dispassionate. When you do a service, do it for the service sake. Service for service. As a nurse, that is your service. And your service is going to be same for everyone. There is not going to be any difference in what you serve. Keep yourself positive. Pump in more of positivity in a negative situation. Even when others are negative, the positivity in yours, creating good aksharas, will stand by you and will give you Sudarshana. Sudarshana. Sudarshan Chakra. It gives you that positivity. Whatever you see will be beautiful. The negativity, you won't see it at all. That's the only way out, Kamalita. Okay, next we come to, already it is 43 minutes. Let me run through. Saujanya Ayachitula. Hari Om Swami, pranams. Thank you so much for conducting ourselves. As you say, alertness is the key. It is your compassion that you see through us. Thank you, Saujanya. What you said is right. Neeraja Kurudi, thank you so much for enlightening us. As always, feeling blessed to listen all discourses, Master. The Shiva Tandavam, Rudra Tandavam, chanting of Sivataraka mantra, Siva Panchakshari mantra, and worshipping Lord, believing in Lord is the doer, is moving on right direction in our lives. Leading our lives through the blessings of our Master, great Prayogi, is our Punya Bhagyam. Thank you so much, Tantri. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot, Neeraja. You have grown a lot in your wisdom. Vasanti, Srinath. Narsam. Namaskaram Guruji. Thank you very much. I feel these words are not sufficient enough to express my gratitude for all the help and support you provide us during the times we need it most. I understand that all things that happen in our life is because of our karma, but do our prayers mitigate this karma in any way? Yes, prayers give positive aksharas. Definitely. Om Shreem Hreem Kleem Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Janavallabhaya Paraya Paramapurushaya Paramatmane Para Karma Mantra Tantra Yantra Aushada Astra Sastrani Samkara Samkara Mrityur Mochaya Mochaya Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaaya Deeptre Jwala Prayoga Sarvadikshobanakaraya Humpat Brahmane Param Jyotishe Swaha. Kundam is here. Heart is the kundam. Ghee is the love and compassion. And you offer it to the Bhagavan. The kundam itself is love and compassion because it is the heart. When you do the mantra japam, as you do mantra japam, harinamam, Narayan, 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 Narayan. As you do it many number of times, the aura again around you will be pure saffron. Definitely it should mitigate the severity of the karma. In fact, you will be reducing the workload of the prayogi. Agree with you, Neeraj? Huh? Next we go down. Let me see anybody else. Yes, I think, I don't know. Oh, very nice. I think we have almost come to an end. Oh, yeah, I don't find anything now. Too many comments. Nanda Kishore Nelutla, he says, every discourse of yours gives us a lot of joy and wisdom. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, sir. My friend Peter. Namaskaram. It is great that you are addressing concerns from discourse comments. Yes, Peter, I feel that it will give a direct connect. A real line of direct communication with the Master Gurudeva. You see, you are saying that. Direct connect. I sense that devotee hears and feels as if they are at your feet. When you in a conversation with me, I feel it's only me getting attention and the only one being addressed. A personal interaction, beautifully handled. Somehow, Peter, I thought, it's better when people say certain things. That way I thank Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. I don't know whether I pronounced it correctly because I don't know much about all this. He has given us Facebook. It's good, no? You are able to see my face. At least in the video. Unfortunately, in the Facebook, people give some names. Okay. We don't know also. Sometimes people will give some normal names, sometimes general names. We don't know also who it is. Okay. Well, there will be a photograph. That also they will put one flower or somebody. So most of the people are using my photograph there. Okay. Of course, identification part, I am not sure who is who in Facebook. But Facebook helps us to converse like this directly with you. Yes, Peter, I fully agree with you. Direct communication. I sense that devotee hears and feels. Maybe. Because it looks, just we are sitting across and we are talking. Though we are on two sides of the world. You are on the other side, I am here. I feel it's only me getting the attention. Yes, that is the very purpose of most of the time, my talking about all these things, personally addressing your questions. Sometimes I do miss. The problem is I have a lot of work. I keep attending. Because once I sit with you on this, I don't want to go back. I want to complete this and then attend to my things. And unfortunately, Bhagavan decided in such a way that he gives me only 24 hours time a day. Nowadays, I am requesting him make it 48 hours. So that it will be easier for me. Okay, like that. So, yes, beautifully handled, you say. Thank you very much. See, appreciation, everybody needs to appreciate. Okay, I really love the way you appreciate. Okay, very nice, very language. And I don't know much of this language, how to talk and all that. I do not know how to talk with Britishers, Americans. So, you are an American, but you have accepted me. That itself is very big boon. So, basically see, we are all here. As a Prayogi, I am here with you. What for? Okay. See, the Prayoga Shastra for me started at the age of 8 years. None of my relatives believe me. Because they don't know. Okay. It was over by 21, 22. It was everything was over 14, 15 years. That's all. Okay. So many miracles happened in my life. Otherwise, I couldn't have. Bhagavan's. And what little is recorded is also his. He wants to remove it, he can remove it anytime. He can remove it anytime. It is his will. Till date he has not removed. He has been kind enough to me. Like this, Bhagavan gives everything to everybody. You are not inferior in any way, please remember. This inferiority among us is causing a lot of trouble as far as caste system is concerned in India. One caste is considered higher, one caste is considered low. Now, Bharata Desham, we should not think about all those things. Now, unity is very important. Maybe Manu might have said different levels. He said that with some reasoning. Those days, people voluntarily wanted to accept. He laid rules and people voluntarily accepted it. They would like to be called Brahmin. They would like to be called Kshatriya. They would like to be called Vaishya. They would like to be called Shudra. Okay. Shudra means it's not. Please remember, don't think that word, some people use that word. Shudra. Please remember, today such differences do not exist. Okay. Had the ideal circumstances, what Manu said remained, yes, these caste system would have, this is Varnashramam actually. Varnashramam is, okay, we also say about different, like Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa, that is Varnashrama Dharma. This part of it, all these things, Varnashramam or caste, whatever it is. Today, how much it is applicable under changed environment. Had the environment been very ideal and had they continued that, it would have survived. It has not survived. But we cannot allow it to die. If we can tweak a little bit rules, if our own masters, our own Pandits, there are very, very learned scholars. I do not know anything. But there are very big scholars. Very good scholars. Okay. There are scholars in different languages. There are scholars in Sanskrit. So all these people, if they can come together and say certain things for the sake of protecting the Hindu way of life, for protecting the Hindu way of life, for it to remain forever, which is pure saffron, which is pure saintly. Unfortunately, nowadays, the leaders who are supposed to bring unity are fighting among themselves. That is one more very worrying trend, or rather disturbing trend in Bharatadesha. We all have to unite. All the leaders have to unite. then we can do some service to the people at large. We can take care of them. We need not make them feel guilty. Unfortunately, religion survived by making the other person guilty. We can bring a change to it. We don't belong to that. Saint Ramanuja was born in this country and he gave Ashtakshari to everybody. Om Namo Narayanaya. No caste, no creed. Today I am not sure how many leaders will do that. What Ramanuja, Saint Ramanuja did. So you belong to that kind of a country, Bharatadesha, where we were all integrated. Unfortunately, disintegration happened because of the foreign invasion, for which we are only responsible once again. When foreign invaders come, they will come only as businessmen. And because of our knowledge, greed, etc., fight among ourselves, we allowed them to dominate. That's all. They brought in all their principles, they brought in their custom, their tradition, their culture, which is alien to this country. Today, please remember, all the religions, most of the religions are also following Hindu practices. I have seen in some places where they are bringing and integrating the Hindu practices into their religion. So, to that extent, they are convinced about the practice. Otherwise, why they integrate it? After all the other religions have come recently, maybe 2000 years, 3000 years, that's all. Nothing more. But Hinduism is long back. In that practice, they are integrating these practices. Normally we find Dvajastambham we find only in temples, in Hindu temples. Today Dvajastambham I find it even in churches. They have started adopting. Sometimes if you go by, you are having a car festival, you are dragging the car and going, a big juggernaut. Like that they are also doing. Okay. But don't get carried away. Maintain your identity, don't disrespect them. You belong to something very beautiful, Sanatana Dharma. You are basically a Hindu. Be united. Don't see difference among caste, creed, and don't bring once again a division. Okay. Those days we were slaves of those people. Today we are slaves of ourselves. Our own people enslave others, which is very pathetic. Okay, thank you very much. Prashnam is over. Bye.